All right, future photographers, we are going to be looking at how to add images into Java. So the first thing I want to point out is that I have imported the Java AWT image, all those files, an IO exception, which is a catch-try technique that I will show you in a second, and then image IO, which will help us render these images, as well as I changed this JavaX swing to an all, because the first thing that we need is a new data type for drawing images, and it is called a image icon. So this is just like double or int, a little different, but it allows us to name a variable we're going to call a as our image icon. And then while we're inside of here, we are also going to add another little tidbit of information that we're going to call later. We are going to have a private buffered image. So this just allows us to look at the image, make sure that it is all loaded up and have quality. So it's a buffered image, and we're going to call that image. So that's where we're going to put the name of it too. So we've got a and we've got image. Those are two variables that we're going to work with and throw inside of here. So inside of our public class, we are going to make a new public method that we're going to just name after our title here. So I'm going to call this drawings comp. And inside of this class is where we are going to actually throw in our troubleshooting, our little detection. We have to throw here. So this is going to tell us whether or not we can actually run this image. If we try to find an image and it's not there, it's going to catch it, and it's actually going to type in the name of the image so that we know which image is not working if we're using multiple images. So we're going to have a method that's called a try and catch. So it's going to try and import something, and then if it doesn't, it's going to give us a feedback loop so that we know what's not working. So we are going to start our try with image, which, remember, we have this variable up here. So we're setting this equal to an image io.read, and it is going to get class and dot get resource as stream. And then inside of here, we are going to add the image that we want to. So I already have added an image into my folder over here, graphics. Inside of this folder, you have to add an image before that. I added this. It's one of our practice problems. So all of my files are being saved in this folder. You need to have your image inside of the folder of the project that you are working with. So inside of that, I have it, and it has to be named exactly what it is, including the extension type. So mine is an image, and it's a PNG. So image.png, that's what I named it. It's very simple. Cool. So now I have that right there. So it's going to try and load this image, get resource as stream. So it's going to try and stream that resource. But if it doesn't, we are going to use this catch operation. So it's going to say an IO exception E. So this is an event, and it is saying in the event that we cannot find it, we are going to E, and we are going to print stack trace. So that tells us what was placed on the stack, what went wrong, and where it went wrong. So we'd be able to find out, oh, the image didn't load up properly. That means it's over. I need another bracket. Cool. So now I have my image catch over here. I have added my image, I've called my variables for it, and now we're going to add our image into our graphics where we draw this. Ooh. Can't find symbol. Maybe you meant resource as stream. Oh, yeah, I just forgot an R. Cool. Oh. And stack trace with a capital T. Cool. All right. So now inside of here, we want to add our image. We're going to add it after our graphics is called. And when we do this, it's pretty simple. All we have to do is say g dot draw image. And inside of here, we already named our variable image, right? We put image up here. That's what we named this. Image is equal to this. We are all good. So image, and then it takes some arguments. The first two arguments are its location in relation to that point. So just like we're drawing an ellipse, those first two, if we're at 0, 0, that's at our very top corner. If we're down at 500, 500, we're down over here. So I'm gonna place this at 20, 20. Now it can take additional arguments, that is the length and width of the photo, but if you don't want any of that, you leave those blank and it will just import the image as is. And then the last thing is null, which is setting its location in relation to somewhere else. We don't want to do that, so we're gonna add null. And then we're going to compile this, and I'm going to compile that, and I will run my string main void, and there, ooh, there we go. My image has been placed onto my window. It was placed there first, so these other things are drawn over it, so that's nice and perfect. We now have this image over here. And let's see what happens if I add in those other modifiers to this. So maybe I make it 100 by 300. This is really gonna distort the image. Let's compile it. We'll compile. It'll take it a second to load. There we go. We get a really nice distorted image. But that's how you add an image into Java. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I will talk to you later. Bye.